Hi guys, welcome to our movie review. It's Friday, TGIF. My name is Judith, and of course, this is every NG, where we give you everything that is trending, all the gist, entertainment, everything. We have it for you here. Now, remember earlier this week, we started off our movie reviews, and a lot of you guys enjoyed this. People were, dropping in comments, and we decided, why not bring a second one this week? Now today, if you don't know already, we are going to be talking about Fate of Alakada. We're going to be talking about this movie. The movie is hilarious, and I just can't deal with the fact that Yetty Animation is who she is. Now, this movie was supposed to come out sometime in April, but we all know what happened with the pandemic. We had to move a lot of things around. Cinemas were closed. Finally, in October, it came out. And trust me, you see it today. She's not okay. As in that character, Yetunde, she's not okay at all. And then this time around, she brought in her second, I said the two musketeers. She had Kas with her. Kas was played by Brother Shaggy. I'm sure we all know who Brother Shaggy is. Kas was played by Brother Shaggy. And they just had a hilarious time in that movie. Of course, we all know how the first part was. We had Alakada, we had Alakada Reloaded, and this is Fate of Alakada. And it was just so hilarious. Now, first thing I would like to talk about is the choice of song in this movie. It was lit. It was so nice. They used trendy songs, and it just fits into the whole movie, the scenes, the parts where Kas brought in Benz. I'm like, first of all, how did Kas get Benz? But it's cool. Kas brought in Benz to pick his friend Yetunde, and everybody was like, oh my god, how did Kas get Benz? These people are really rich. Wait a minute, let's talk about something else first. Please. First part, Yetunde said she was rich. We caught her at the end, she wasn't. She repented. Second part, Yesterday said she was rich again. We caught her. She repented. Tell me why in the third part of the movie she's still lying about being a party planner. She's still lying about a whole lot of things. Is this not being overstretched? Like the whole storyline of, she being a liar, being caught at the end. I know that, yes, this is a comic series. So not having a strong storyline can pass. But if she does a fourth one and it's the same thing, do you even think people are going to fill out the cinemas as they have for the past three? Anyway, let's move on into the story proper. Now, remember I said Kas had the Benz. These two, Yetunde and Kas. Now, there was this scene where they were sitting on the bed, they were talking, and they were literally planning on how to lie to their roommates. Now, they had like 7 roommates living in one room, and then Yetunde had the effrontery to tell them that her father is a senator. How is that even possible? How does that even work? So yeah, that part went in, and then what they usually do is they will go, there's a security guard who gives them party invites, and they will now go to the parties and try to make friends with celebrities, parties. And there was this part that they met Alex Ekubo, and then she said, Alex Elubo. The guy was like, no, it's Ekubo. She was like, Elubo, Ekubo, what's the difference? I'm like, sis, there's a difference. So yeah, it was really hilarious. But then again, I had to think critically, how did Kas and Yetty, her nickname, how did they get the social credit? How did they get access to, snap with these people? And it was in one of these parties that Yetunde overheard the party planner saying that she got 50 million naira for planning the party. And she was like, yes, this is my destiny, to be a party planner. Do you ever have that feeling of, oh, your friend is doing something, this business is booming, let me go into it? This one was not her friend. It wasn't anybody she knew. And the part of the party planner was played by Real Worry Pikin. She just appeared maybe 2 or 3 times in the movie. So yeah, that was when they said they were going to be party planners. Now, they moved on to that. She was planning her party situation in the evening, and she now moved on from planning the party, like at home in her bed. She was planning the party. She moved on from that to texting Peruzzi. Now, that was how Peruzzi entered the movie. There was a whole conversation. She told him that he doesn't know how to dress. So I get that part where they were talking about the text situation. It was an Instagram DM. They were talking about Peruzzi, and that was how Peruzzi came in, because I had to put 2 and 2 together. Like, okay, how is Peruzzi going to come into this movie? How is he going to make an appearance in this movie? So yeah, she texted him, told him that he doesn't know how to dress. And why is this happening in front of Baba Ifeanyi's car? We all know who Baba Ifeanyi is, Davido. So immediately she sends that text, Peruzzi responded. I'm like, no, this is what we are not going to do. We are not going to do unrealistic things. Do you know how long it takes a celebrity to go through their DMs? Not talk of me texting, like imagine me texting maybe a Tiwa Savage now, she's responding to me in 2 minutes. Come on, from a Yetunde to a Peruzzi. So Peruzzi texted her immediately And next thing, she's like, I beg, this guy doesn't even know what he's doing. Anyway, let me close my phone. And what do we see? Peruzzi appeared. Now, when Peruzzi texted that, he was like, say no to cyberbullying. And I got that point. They were trying to pass a message. Cyberbullying was bad. And then we saw Peruzzi appear, trying to slap her. If you know what this scene is all about, like if you know where they cut this scene from, please leave a comment in the comment section, because I know a lot of us know. Let me drop a hint. Popular Twitter influencer. So yeah, that was where they kind of, that was what inspired this scene. And he came and said, oh, so you're talking about me, right? And he tried to slap her. Turns out it was actually all a dream. And now I'm dropping spoilers, but if you've seen the movie, you know the drill. You know why we know why we're doing this. And if you feel like you enjoyed this movie, also drop a comment. Do not forget to drop a comment. Now, one thing that did not sit well with me in the movie was the coloring of the movie. It's supposed to be something funny. It's supposed to be, lively. They did it with the songs. I give them that. The soundtracks, amazing. But the color of the movie, it didn't sit well with me. It was a bit dull. Passed off as maybe a movie that was talking about, let me not say history, but it was just too dull for a movie of that kind. Maybe the colorist knew what he was doing, but to me, that didn't sit well with me at all. So yeah, the coloring of the movie was off, but I mean, every scene was a hit back to back. Now, these people started planning to be party planners. I'm saying, okay, no training, nothing. YPP was the name of the party plan, the whole party planning situation. Yetunde party planners, apparently. And their slogan was, guess what? Mado. Like when she says YPP, Kas will say Mado. I'm just like, why? Why is this even happening? So we have two comments. We have one from Favor Ikechukwanchi. We have another one from Osim Daniel. Favor says, okay. Favor, what are you okay in? What part of the movie are you okay in? And then Osim says, hi. Hi, Osim. Thank you for joining in our video. Now, moving on from that, remember I told you that it was YPP. That part sat well. It was good. Another thing that I feel like they did so well with was the costume. Oh, my God. Kas was a case. It was a whole case. Kas was a case. And his costume, I mean, he was supposed to be somebody funny. He was supposed to be like a hilarious guy. So you see him every now and then wearing really, really funny looking clothes. Today he's wearing yellow and red. Tomorrow he's wearing a Christmas color. Everything just came together. Yesterday was also looking very funny with her outfit. So the costumier really did a good job making sure that those two people stood out as the main characters, as a hilarious bunch. They stood out a lot. And then with the rest of the cast, everybody was supposed to be looking classy, normal 2020 type movie. So yeah, they did well with that. Now moving on to Kas and Osim says, bring the movie, let's see for ourselves. Really? Really? You want to take us out of business? Of course, we can't do that for copyright purposes. Now, moving on, these two now got a job. And then I had to ask myself a question. If you had an event, would you just pick anybody to be your party planner? That was a place that they got it wrong. You don't just go and say, oh, okay, because this person says she's a party planner. What has she planned? Although she lied, what has she planned? When they came to see all the people that they are prospective clients, that was where Kasala. Where they say Kasala has bust? That was where Kasala bust. Now, they had a lot of people. The movie was star-studded. I give them that. The movie was star-studded. But not necessary for all the people that were there. Now, we had Peruzzi. We had Davido. We had, Anto. We had Coco by Chloe. We had Dija. We just had a lot of people. And in my mind, I'm like, Messi. Lambo was there, Mabel Makun was there, Priscilla Ojo was there. There were just so many people, and I was like, what is the relevance of everybody being in this movie? Of what point is it? Yes, they are big names, yes, but then what are they doing? Like, take for instance now, Peruzzi didn't really say much. What's one line? Oh, you're talking about me, Abi. Take a punch. Dija and Coco by Chloe did not even say anything for the most part of the movie. It was just looking at the video and they were in the bus, they were looking at the video, they were in their room, talking about the situation, the Yetunde situation. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, what is Dija's part here? Nothing. Honestly, this part that we're watching now, this is literally all Dija did. Coco by Chloe, they were just looking at the phone. She was a hater. She didn't really like Yetunde, so she kept on telling Coco, like, don't do this, don't talk to her, don't talk to this babe, I beg. Why are you following her? She's fake, she's this, she's that. I'm like, how do you know? because they don't know her personally. So yeah, that was basically all they did. I didn't see the point of bringing all these people in the movie. The movie could have done well with normal actors and actresses, you know, the people who were supposed to act the movie in the first place. Now let's talk about bringing people who are not actors and actresses to play roles. Now Pretty Mike and Stephanie Coker were in the movie. Stephanie Coker was Pretty Mike's girlfriend, and they were the first clients that Yetty and Kas had. Yes, he was supposed to throw a party for his girlfriend, so they were the first clients. Now, Pretty Mike's acting, if you've seen that movie, please back me up on this, or if you disagree, also drop a comment. Pretty Mike's acting, a regular actor could have done the job perfectly, because first off, a lot of people don't know who he is. I beg your pardon, I keep saying Pretty Mike, Swanky Jerry. Now, a lot of people didn't know who he is. Let's start from that, because when I was seeing it, I noticed that people were like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? His acting is not so great. So, popular opinion, his acting was terrible. He did not do a great job, but hopefully, moving forward, he'll do better if he wants to go into acting. But I didn't see the need of bringing him into the movie. He's a stylist. Let him stay in styling, and then let the actors and actresses do the acting. Stephanie Coker did an amazing job. This is not her first time on screen as an actress, so yeah, she did a great job. But her boyfriend, not so much. So yeah, they got this great job. The total amount for the job was 18 million naira. Now, as the first balance, basically they got 15, right? Yes, as first balance they got 15. Guess what these two people did? They got 15 million naira and they went partying, shopping. Oh my goodness. They went partying, they went shopping, taking pictures, went and threw a whole party, went on a yacht. And that was it. I said 50 million naira, that is not even enough to plan the biggest party of the year. You used it to go shopping, went on a yacht, planning, partying, like, it was just crazy. And then Kas was having a good time, having girls all around. I say very what? Very good. Now, after that part of the situation, they spent like 10 million naira at once. Remember I told you that they went shopping, they went on a yacht, yes, pool partying, bringing girls, all the whole 9 yards. They did everything with money that was supposed to be for an event. Very good. Now their balance was 3 million naira. They said, don't worry, we can plan this party with 3 million naira. And they started calling vendors. Nobody obviously could do it for 3 million naira. And at the end of the day, they were stuck. Yetunde went to do she went to play with the money, like she went to play betting with the money, and of course that did not end well. But I want to say something, right? I want to say something about this movie that I feel like could have been a little bit better. The continuity in the movie. We went from planning an event to calling vendors, and next thing we know, we are at like a sports betting center. I know that yes, all these things, if we think about it quickly, might add up, but at the end of the day, the way they cut it was just like cut. It was just off. If you were not paying close attention, you would have been lost somewhere somehow. So yes, that was one issue that I had with it. It was just the continuity wasn't smooth. Now let me go into the comments. Miss Jenny says, where the video now? We're showing the video at intervals, so yeah, keep watching and you get videos. She says Fate of Alakada is a very interesting movie. Okay, I guess you've seen it. Osim says, me, I don't understand. Is that not Shaggy I'm seeing? Exactly, brother Shaggy actually played the part of Kas, her assistant party planner. Both of them were from the ghetto. They didn't know anything about party planning, and they decided to take it on because they heard that there was money in the situation. So look at it now. This is how it ended, in tears. Like I said, they ended up spending somebody's 15 million naira. How? I don't know. She went to bed trying to get the money, and that obviously did not sit well. Now there was a part where an actual party planner. I remember I told you that Real Worry Pikin was the actual party planner for some parts of the movie. Now the actual party planner caught them at a point. Remember that I said Mercy was there. Mercy, AK was a Mercy of BB Niger. Now they went to, give her proposals. Okay, let's plan your party, and Mercy was like, oh, no, that's not it. I'm not going to. She said, how am I going to, how is this party going to go on? What about cannabis? And then Bashari went on talking about cannabis. Like, that just showed that they didn't know anything about what they were talking about. And that part was actually very funny. Like, when Mercy was like, okay, what are these two talking about? Yeah, this is it. And she was like, okay, what's going on here? Like, how are you going to plan my party? Please, Next, so yeah, they had a couple clients. They had, like I said, Mercy. They had Mabel Makun. They had Cobhams. So he said no to them. Like, I beg, we're not talking about this. Now there was this guy that had a crush in quotes on Mabel Makun. Now the movie, how do I explain this? He had a crush on Yetunde, right? And then he didn't know her from anywhere. They were just friends. They were just talking. They didn't know anything. Like, it was just Instagram party. And then he went and met his friends. His friends were Timini and MC Lively. And they started dressing him up like, okay, you have to put up a fake life. And I'm like, the person that you're even dressing up for does not have all these things that you think she has. Now, people are in the comments asking us to share the movie. This is a movie review. I'm just giving you bits and pieces. We're not giving the full movie. Amaka says she wants to watch the movie. Okay, you can go and see it in the cinemas. It's out now in the cinema. So yeah, this is not a full movie. It's just a review. I'm just giving you bits and pieces of the movie. If you love it, if you like what you're hearing, if you love what I'm giving you, then you can go and see it. If you don't, then we move on from that. So yes, the parts where his friends were dressing him up, it was just, I don't know, like, why are you trying? I get what they're trying to say, like, fake life. People, everybody, like, is on the internet, yeah. So you don't really know who is who. But then they were actually putting in effort, giving him agbada, making him come into a house that is not his, just to impress somebody who is fake. So with this movie, they were actually selling some points. Remember, the Peruzzi pass was cyberbullying, here living a fake life. They actually drove some points home. The methods that they used, I'm not so sure about them, but they drove points home. That one, I would give it to them. So it wasn't just a hilarious movie. It was also trying to, give lessons here and there. Now, finally, another thing I would like to talk about that I did not like about this movie was the advert placements. Yes, she was very, very, very openly advertising certain things. Now, she's brand ambassador for a couple of brands, and they sponsored the movie. But when you're seeing a movie and at every second, I'm mentioning a full brand, and every second you're seeing an ad placement here and there, she could have done it a little bit subtly. It could have been just in passing, not mentioning per se. So it was really obvious that she was trying to advertise for people. She was trying to put adverts here and there, make sure that the sponsors get their money's worth. Now, that one did not sit well with me. So yeah, the coloring of the movie, the advert placements, the star-studdedness of the movie, if I can say that, like, there were too many people that weren't doing as much. Deja was there not doing anything. Mercy, 3 lines. And a lot of people actually saw that movie because of Davido. Let me now bust your bubble. Let me bust your bubble. Davido came at the end of the movie. I kid you not. At the end of the movie, that was when after end credits, that was when Davido came along, and it was like 10 seconds, literally 10 seconds, and that was it. Like, he came, he was like, "Oh, hi, I'm Davido. I would like for you to plan my party." And then yesterday was like, and she fainted, and that was it. Like, this is how Davido appeared. Literally, that was how he appeared. 10 seconds, and he was gone. And I'm like, okay. You put Davido as, I don't get it. Like, people who left the cinema before the end credits did not even get to see Davido. So you can see people come and say, "Oh well, where is the Davido that you promised us?" But he came at the end of the movie. I don't think it was necessary. I did not even think it was necessary, because Alakada has done so well on its own. The first 2 parts did so well on their own. She didn't need to pack all these people into the movie, if you ask me. So yeah, finally, the storyline wasn't as strong. But because it was a comedy situation, it was a comedic movie, we can let that pass. People were laughing. Every scene was a hit. Like, see, those two, Yetty and Kas, don't put them together in the movie again, because people would not concentrate. It was really funny, but the storyline did not sit well with me. The coloring of the movie, of course, wasn't it. The whole situation of having so many stars did not go down well with me as well. But the things that they did really well, I would give them, is with the playlist. The playlist was good. The costumes, amazing. Yes. And then Yetty and Kas, they did an outstanding job with the movie. They played their roles so well, and they made us laugh so hard. So yes, if you've seen the movie, I need you to give your ratings before I give mine. If you've seen the movie, give your ratings. If you want to see the movie, also drop a comment, and drop your favorite parts of the movie if you've seen it already in the comment section as well. So as a review, seeing that all these things came into play, like the good parts that I said, the parts that weren't so well, I would definitely give that movie a solid 7 over 10. The three that I not give them, you know why I didn't give them, I said it already, but I would give it solid 7 because the acting was good, the playlist was good, it was funny, like he promised, it was really funny. But then the 3% goes to the other parts that did not sit so well with me, right? So yes, thank you so much for joining in this movie review. We've come to the end of it. Drop your suggestions on movies that you would want us to review in the future. Just tell us what you think we should talk about in the future, what movies you want to see me review, and we'd consider them, right? Thank you so much to everybody who joined in this video in the comment section. Thank you so much. If you joined in the video, you are a real G. And until next time, my name is Judith, and this is